Her first fast. Aisha was so excited that her mom allowed her to fast this Ramadan as she turned 5. She has been asking her mom's permission to take a fast from last year but was not allowed since she was too small. She herself felt she had grown up within a year. It was not just the thought of fasting that thrilled her, but the gift she would be offered if she completed one whole fast. Yes, little Aisha loved to dress up just like her elder sister who wore a salwar with a dupatta along with it. She has always wanted to own a salwar suit like her sister, and her mom promised her a new salwar with a dupatta as soon as she opens her first fast. It was a Sunday, and Aisha was called early in the morning for suhoor and prayers. She was so excited that she woke up even though she was very sleepy. She had food, did her prayers, and went back to bed to get some sleep as she didn't have school. From the time she woke up, her mind was filled about thoughts about how her new suit will look. She just couldn't wait for the Maghrib Adhan. It was time for Zuhr, and Aisha realized that her stomach had already started complaining. She felt thirsty too, but kept quiet as she didn't want to break her fast. She occupied herself by reading books, playing with her dolls, and doing crafts. Asr Azad was out, but by the time her adorable face started showing signs of exhaustion, her tender lips became dry and her brown eyes became tired. Little Aisha sat in the kitchen watching her mom and sister cook food for iftar. Aisha dear, are you very hungry? Her mama asked. She nodded her head and stared at the food, that she couldn't help her temptation. Aisha's mom continued, Sweetheart, don't worry. It's almost time for Azan, and then you can have whatever you want. And Allah must be pleased with my little girl. That sentence eased Aisha's mind and stomach at the same time. Yes, Allah will be happy, and so I will be when I get my new salwar, she mumbled to herself. It was almost time for Maghrib, and the table was being filled with yummy snacks for the family. Aisha was the first one to be seated. Her beautiful face was shining with happiness, and the water after wudu dripping from her chin made her look prettier. Her family couldn't help laughing, seeing how eager Aisha was to break her fast. The most awaited azan was on. Aisha and family broke their fast with dates. Aisha started eating as fast as she could, as if trying to stop her stomach from making more funny grumbles. She drank water and felt that water has never tasted so good. She repeated the dua when breaking the fast after her mother. Little Aisha asked her mom, Mama, I took a fast to please Allah and to get a new suit. But what about the poor children? Will they get something better for starving every day? Her mom was so touched by the innocent question and replied with her eyes filled with tears. Daughter, it is Allah who gives us food and money, and we are supposed to feed the needy. And by doing so, we are not doing them a favor, but ourselves, since Allah has promised Jannah for helping the needy. And yes, dear, they will be offered the best gifts by Allah one day. While her mother and little daughter were conversing, Aisha's sister came in with a gift elegantly wrapped. She handed it to Aisha and said, Aisha dear, open it. It's all yours. Aisha opened it to find two gifts. Inside one was her new salwar, but the other gift was something even more precious than that she felt so happy to own it. It was a small Quran for her. Her Aisha was so happy that she wore her new salwar and went to join her mom for prayers. Her little mind was still bothered about those kids on the streets who have nothing to eat at all. She thanked Allah for the blessings she had and prayed for all the kids starving in the world. I will provide the poor with whatever I have, inshallah, she promised herself. Jazakallahu khairan for listening.